How's it going? It's Sam the Panda here. I am here with Natasha, and we have a special guest today that we're going to talk with. He is headlining Conflict 64 in Pickens, South Carolina. Mr. Mitchell Pollard, how's it going, man?
Good, man. Good. I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So you basically burst on the scene because you made your debut with us last year in December at Conflict 60, right?
Right. Yep. MMA. First MMA match.
Yeah, that was your first MMA match. Why don't you, because now that you're going to be headlining, everybody's going to be more curious about you. Why don't you tell us what got you into MMA and onto the fight scene? Give us a little backstory on your origin story, as we like to call it.
Okay. It's interesting because first I just want to do boxing. Like I didn't want to do anything else. Ended up knowing the dude at the job, and he hooked me up with Christopher. And at first I told him like, nah, I'm just gonna stick to boxing. So then he started having me doing kickboxing. I'm like, okay, kickboxing starting to. I like this. I like doing the 1-2 kicks and all that. So, and then it transitioned to starting to do jujitsu with it, adding on to it. So I'm like, okay, I'm liking this. And I always kept up with like the different big promotions like UFC and One and all that. So I'm like, okay, this is interesting. And so ever since then, man, I fell in love with it, starting to like going to practice. Like all the other sports I ever played, like football and basketball, they cancel practice. I'm good, I'm chilling. But like it's like I need to do MMA. I like it. It's like it's therapy for me.
You need like a real big buzz. Like, you're 3-0. Like, it's not even been a full year yet. You know what I mean? You're like just going on like 6-8 months. I'm sure you've been training longer, but as your fight, career, you would say, you're getting a title shot now, man. How does that feel?
It feels good. Like staying active, I think it helps out a lot. Not having no ring rust, and like just staying in that ring, keep the feeling of the crowd and all that. Keep going through that mentally. It helps me out, and it feels good. I'm not gonna lie, it feels good. It's a different type of feeling when I'm in there, so I don't mind taking these different fights. And I know to get to a higher level, you got to keep taking these fights and staying active. Is
that your goal, you would say? How far do you want this MMA, budding MMA career, I should say, to take you?
I want to ride this train to the wheels fall off. I want to make it big, like UFC, all that. I do want to make it big into the pro. And where I'm at now, I know I'm at a good start, amateur-wise especially. I'm at a good start and I'm on track. So I'm ready.
Yeah, so like I know you bring up Chris and the gym. How is that culture like? You know what I mean? Like you first walk in there just wanting to do boxing, and how did Chris con you into doing all those other things, and and then being part of that MMA world and culture in there?
He talked me into it for sure. Because first I met Chris, then I met Coach Gay, and He definitely taught me in it for sure because I did want to do boxing, but he had me kicking the pads. He was like, man, hey, he's like, I'm not going to force you into doing it, but, I think you would be a good fighter. So I'm like, let me try it out. So him and Coach Gay, they really got my mental right. And that whole gym is like a family. So win or lose, they're going to support you. So I think that I keep that in the back of my head. Like him and Coach Gay really, they're really on my side. So that did help me out into starting to fight because I never thought I'd do this, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
From my time getting to know Chris so far, I can definitely believe that because every time he comes in contact with Sam, he starts like checking him out, squeezing on him. He's like, "Ooh, probably can get back in there."
I know that's a dangerous man right there, man. I know that's a dangerous man right there.
No. I tell him every time, like, get away from me. I'm not doing any of that stuff anymore.
Yeah, he tried to use me as a scapegoat, but I love Savannah. So I was like, I moved to Savannah without even thinking about it. Like,
oh, wow. Yeah. That would be really cool.
So what are some of the things that that help you get through the day-to-day stuff? Like, I'm sure you're working full time and you're doing other things. And then you adding the vigorous training of MMA. So how do you balance all that?
First, I try to get my rest in. So like, no more really staying up too late after I train. I think rest is a big part of that, and scheduling things that doesn't come in the way of training or come in the way of my job. And so I get off pretty fairly early. So I get off at like 3:15. So that helps me out. I'm able to get some rest in before practice, or get a little weightlifting in before practice. So yeah, at first it was kind of tough trying to balance it out, but once more and more I'm starting to do it every day, it's getting smoother.
Sweet.
How much would you say you train in a day on average? How much time do you put in now?
So since we got the new gym, it's more space. We've been able to do boxing before. So I get 2 practices in a day. So first it'll be boxing on one day. So we're switching up kickboxing one day, wrestling one day, but boxing is every day. So the first practice is boxing, the second day is kickboxing. I mean, the first day is boxing and kickboxing. The second day is boxing and wrestling. So we do that. So I get about, I would say, a good 2 hours and some change of training every day.
Yeah,
putting in that work and effort.
That's good. Yeah. Sounds like a good amount of time. So, as you develop your skill set, who do you see yourself mimicking, like, at the higher level, or watching more of, and like trying to take their stuff that they did, that you've seen?
I kind of look at a lot of guys too that's similar to my build, and the different tricks and stuff they use, like John Jones, Israel Adesanya, and I know I'm mostly based on striking, so I like to watch Sean O'Malley. And looking at dudes like that, watching their fights, not really copying their style, but seeing the different things they do with foot placement, head movement, and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely, I like to watch those 3 for sure.
Yeah, man. A lot of people don't realize too, like in all sports, film study is big. Like you like studying film, studying opponents, studying things that you want to do, and see what works and doesn't work. A lot of people don't realize, like, hours just watching and studying.
Right.
I guess like it is in general, just regular school too. I wish I applied that stuff into regular school. That would probably have been better. But yeah, man, like, yeah, it's really cool to hear that, that you're keeping up, and trying to progress that. So, like, any people you want to give a shout out to?
Shout out to the Icebox Gym. Shout out to my coaches, and shout out to all the new people. So we starting to have new people coming to the gym. So shout out to them and people that's been helping me, and also Boog with this training camp before the fight. And shout out to the families and sponsors that have been supporting us, because we started off like small and now it's really starting to get up. And shout out to my parents and my family and all that for having my back and keeping me out of my head and stuff. So
how are they liking this? Because this is new for them too. So so how are they adjusting to it? And I mean, and watching your fights, either they come to the show or they watch it online.
Yeah, my mom, she's definitely scared for me. I'm a little mama's boy, so she's definitely scared for me. My dad, he does a good job hiding it, but he's told me before, he's really nervous for our fight. It's different. Like, it's watching me go out there, because it's a dangerous game. So they know it's dangerous, and they made sure before I did it, like, are you sure you want to do it? I'm like, yeah, I understand what comes with it, and so they support me no matter what I do to support me.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, and then that's a big thing too. Like, like having that big support system at home and at the gym. You know what I mean? So it's like you have all the things that you need around you to make you, to the fighter that you need to be. Because even people say it's an individual sport, but it's really not. You know what I mean? Because there's so many things that come involved with it. So,
and I feel like too, that I feel like I'm blessed, because it's the gym's closer to me. I have a great team and support. Everything's lining up very smoothly. Like, there's not been a rocky road yet, but so everything's been going smooth.
Awesome, man. I'm a big fan, so I wish you the best. Keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
It's been fun watching that. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank y'all. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and then good luck to you. You know what I mean? And anything else?
No. So as you guys know, Mitchell is headlining Conflict 64 Judgment Day at the Mill up in Pickens, South Carolina. There is still time for you guys to get tickets. Go to conflictmma.com and get those tickets. If you want to show Mitchell some love when you buy your tickets, please be sure to put his name in the box.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys there. We're so excited.
Yeah, and if you can't make it out to Piggins, you can go to combatlabs.tv/conflict, and you can buy the pay-per-view there. And, you know, you can get like a watch party together and watch Mitchell fight.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely going to be the show. It's going to be a good show. I can't wait to see this one.
Yeah, right. But thank you again, man. Good luck in training.
No problem.
And,
Thank y'all.
We'll see you there, okay?
All righty.